We made a lot of progress yesterday, and we're going to continue to make a lot of progress today. I think we're going to do 2 streams today. There's going to be one right now for a couple hours and then one later on tonight. We're making a lot of progress, and hundreds of people have been tuning in to stay up to date on the stream and have been supporting. So something that I want to do is just continuously improve the streams and improve the software, make things better. That's kind of what I'm all about. So, make things better. Hopefully, sorry about that. I'm looking into. I made things a little bit better with getting Restream. If you're familiar with that, Restream is essentially streaming software that does a couple different things. It makes it so that there's less latency. It makes it so that you can stream to multiple platforms. So we got that. We set things up a little bit better. But let's just get the lo-fi beats on, and I want to make sure that everything on my end is good and streaming. It looks like we're on Twitch. It looks like we're good on YouTube, and it looks like we're good on X. So those are now the 3 platforms that we're streaming to, which could potentially continuously grow. But yeah, this is great. So if you're just joining us, or if this is your first time tuning in, we're working on an app called GoalPost, and let me launch it here real quick. GoalPost is a productivity app. I'm gonna launch this. PM run start. I just want to make sure that everything looks good on my end. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. All right, I'm going to connect Discord. All right. All right, I'm playing with my settings a little bit. Welcome back, everyone. All right, so let's take a look at GoalPost and see what we can do. All right. What's up, Guitar Dan? Today's gonna be a big day. Okay, let's dive in. So we have our sessions here. We have our profile here that's been set up. It's looking good. We have our feed. Our feeds are also looking good. Something else that I definitely want to take a look at is the search functionality today. We have a pretty decent search piece here. That looks good. The next thing that we need to do is, so if I go back over here to the profile page, you'll notice that on my personal profile, I have goals, sessions, and then saved. So for example, I can go over to these goals and I can click save, right? And that saves a goal. But the problem is that those are not showing up here for some reason. So we're gonna need to take a look at this and figure out, hey, why are our goals not saving? Well, they are saving, but they're not showing up where we need them to. So let's take a look at it and fix it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to pgadmin4 and launch it. What's up, NS? NS, man. All right, so let's take a look at pgadmin. And let's go to our database to see how this is looking. So goal saves here. If we open up this table, we'll be able to see what's the issue here. We have a personal note column. I'm not a fan of that. We can take that out eventually, but all right. All right, stream. Drop this in. NS says that his goal is to get rich quick. Getting rich quick sounds good to me. No, I was on here the other day and there was like 30 people watching. It was crazy. It was crazy. I guess you gotta build in public and then people will take an interest, you know? Alright, so I'm going to go to the user profile screen and drop this in, and then drop in the services and the hooks. Yeah, it takes about like an hour for people to really start to watch the streams, but people start watching and it grows for sure. Aditya says, will you end stream if you get $1? Will I end the stream if I get $1? No, Aditya, I will not end the stream if I get $1. In fact, I'll double down. I'll stream even more. Alright, we're getting some errors kicking. NS says, sharing you, bro. Appreciate it, man. The Lake Michigan Big Everything stream gonna be lit. Lake Michigan stream. Profile functionality is a geekin'. Alright, so looks like there's just an error here on this, so let's pull open our logs and see what's going on. So, goals social. I mean, I have no idea what's causing the error. Aditya says, don't you have a job? This is my job. I code, I program, make big racks. That's about it. Why sunglasses indoors? Well, we're vibe coding, man. Sunglasses are needed if you're vibe coding. Okay, there we go. We got the save goals now rendering in. It's working. Good way to hide your tears. Raise my right arm. Why do you want me to raise my right arm? All right, this is looking good. It rendered in my saved goals. There's like a weird glitch though. If you guys notice that, like when I scroll down, it like keeps loading them. Aditya says good boy, okay. All right, yeah. There is a weird refreshing functionality in the save goals section which needs to be patched. Please review it and remove it as it's not needed. All right, 1 second. Appreciate the grind. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for watching. All right. Do we fix that weird rendering functionality? Let's see. Nah, it's still kind of doing it. We are vibing. Okay, I did take it out. All right. What does it even say? It says like loading saved goals. Yeah. I want skeleton loaders, not text loading. Okay. Skeleton loading. Looks good. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to build the same functionality, but for when we are working with, when we're looking at another person's profile. So this public profile screen. Okay, so the feed screen's looking good. Goals is looking good. Sessions is looking good. User's profile screen is looking good. We're kind of close to being ready to launch. You know, I think that's something that we need to start thinking about is actually getting it ready to be deployed on the App Store. All right. We're gonna launch a different project real quick because we need to take a look at the BridgeMind website. So we're gonna change this up a little bit because we have to do a couple things over here. Okay. I'll come back to this at another time. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I'll be back. All right, we're back. Okay, so if we look at the GoalPost screen, something that we were working on last night was essentially these progress sessions. So when you look at another user's goals, so let's go over here and just say, hey, I'm looking at the feed and I can pull up another user's Learn Spanish, right? And I can take a look at their completed sessions. But there's an interesting issue that I just realized while doing that test. I don't know if you noticed it, but let's go over here, right? It says no sessions tracked yet. And then when you click on it, it says that there's 2 sessions completed. So that's a bug, and we need to figure out where that's actually coming from and what's going on with that. So why is that happening? Why is it that when I first load in somebody's goal that they've posted, it says no sessions tracked yet, and then when I open it up, it says 2, and it literally is saying the same ones each time. So if you notice that bug, it says yesterday 1 hour 25, 1 hour 30, and I go over to another goal and click on this one, no sessions tracked yet, and then it's the exact same sessions that are being tracked, 1 hour 25, 1 hour 30. So that's definitely odd. Let's see over here, no sessions tracked, and then again, same thing, just saying the same focus sessions every time. So this is an error. This is a bug. Let's take a look at it. Welcome to the stream if you're just joining. If you're in the stream and you haven't liked or subscribed yet, do that. And I'm really trying to grow a community. I'm trying to build awareness and build this in public so that people can support the project and really feel a part of it. So if you haven't liked the video yet, throw a like on it. Okay, so let's reload the app again and see if we fix that error where it was essentially just loading in the same exact focus sessions each time. So let's take a look, see if that fixed our issue. Okay. We're getting to 404 now, which honestly is good because I think that the issue before was, yeah, it just wasn't working. So okay, so it says goal not found or does not belong to the user. So that's really the issue. So I'll explain this a little bit. So you can see here in the logs. So the 404 says an error warning. It says exception, goal not found or does not belong to the user. So we can get to the bottom of the issue because the goal does not belong to the user. If I go over to my own goal, however, and I click build an app, and I go here, it actually loads in the correct progress sessions. So now we can understand that the issue wasn't necessarily that it's actually a route that doesn't exist. The issue is that it's only rendering in goals that my authenticated user has. It's not rendering goals from other users. So please fix the 404 where it is not returning the sessions of another user. It should return the sessions of another user if it is a public goal, which it should be on this page, as this is the public post details screen. Please review this in depth and fix the 404. And then I'm going to drop in the API as well. And this is going to fix our issue, because our issue was, hey, if it's not your goal, should it be returning your goal, right? That's the question. So If you're new to the stream and you haven't liked or subscribed yet, do so now. I'm trying to grow the community, build a channel, build in public, and that's what we're trying to do, build in public. All right, we have a question. Jurtul says that he's new to the stream and he's asking if I have any prior coding experience or is this my first coding project ever? So, great question. So basically my prior coding experience is I worked at a online mental health startup, and I have several years of coding experience now. My background is that I went to Purdue University to study business and finance. But when I was at Purdue, I decided to really get into computer programming, and I fell in love with it. I taught myself how to program, became really passionate about it, and just poured pretty much all my time into it. And I got really good at it over time, so that's when I decided to drop out of Purdue and start my own business. I co-founded an online mental health startup, and in a 6-month period, I had to write over 2 million lines of code to build the platform for the startup. And I've since, moved on from that, and I'm looking for the next thing that I want to do. So that's a great question. Josette said, what's strat for advertising? So yeah, so that's a great question as well. So the strategy for advertising is going to be investing capital into actual advertisements on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. So we'll put a decent amount of money behind that. That's a great question. Great questions. Keep them coming. All right. So it looks like we fixed the 404 issue that we were having. But one problem that we have, if you noticed it, is if you pull up, let's say we pull up build an app. It says no sessions, and then you open it up and it says 2 sessions. So that's an issue. I still have one problem. When I initially load the post details page, it is showing 0 sessions completed, but then when I select the dropdown, it is then making the API call. This needs to be updated so that the API call is made on the initial page load and shows the correct number of sessions completed without having to open up the dropdown. Noah Stumler, he says, have you asked it to squash the bug yet, or else? Yeah, that's a great idea. It's doing an okay job. Oh shoot, we have an infinite loop there. If you're watching the stream and you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel yet, do so, because we are trying to build a community. Also, I'm gonna drop All right, I'm gonna drop the Discord link. Here's the Discord link. All right, let's go back here, and we still have infinite loop. All right, this should solve our infinite loop issue. You can check out the mental health startup. It's at It's called Bright Choice. Brightchoice.com. Zalcan, he just asked, what languages do you primarily work in? I mainly, language-wise, I'm big on TypeScript for sure. But framework-wise, which I usually pay a little bit more attention to, framework-wise, I work a lot with Nest.js. I use a lot of Postgres. And I also use, at least for the front end, React Native is what I use for the front end. Okay, let's see if we're still getting this infinite loop. Nope, looks like that fixed it. Let's double check though and just make sure that the drop down doesn't trigger. Okay. Yeah, nice. Noah said he works in Vibes, the language of the future. Very true. It's the language of the future. Vibe. Zalcan, he just said that call me old-fashioned, my backend is Java Spring Boot and usually React plus Vite for front end, but that he's really enjoying Cloudflare workers in JavaScript to serve images or files. Cloudflare? Yeah. I mean, I think that, people can clown on it, but TypeScript, JavaScript, once TypeScript became a little bit more popular, I think that's when JavaScript really started to become more powerful because of typing. Before typing, like if you're just using JavaScript, not TypeScript, JavaScript's got some compiler issues, that's for sure. Noah's cracking me up in the chat. Zalcanny said that as long as it connects to his API and serves what he needs to have without having to build one page, he's all for it. He loves Java boilerplate. Yep. Very true. We're gonna do a big stream tonight. It's gonna be a crazy night edition. Since I'm new to streaming, I was looking up just like some of the information about streaming, some analytics on it to see like when are the hottest times for people to be watching streams, and how it works pretty much is mainly people at night are watching. So we're gonna have a big stream tonight. So if you haven't already liked or subscribed, do so now, and we're gonna be going crazy tonight for the night edition. And this weekend we're gonna have a crazy Lake Michigan edition of the stream, and we're gonna have a special guest visitor, this guy NS. Mission Edition gonna be lit. Yes, Michigan Edition is gonna be lit. And that's gonna be geekin'? Dude, for real. All right. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. All right, if you're just joining the stream now, or you've been watching for a decent amount of time, I'm gonna show you a little bit about what we're working on. So GoalPost is a productivity app where you can create goals and share them with friends or other followers on the app. So, or even like you can create the goal and you can also share it like on native applications like iOS or text message or whatever. But we have a feed page where you can check out other users' goals and you can follow them and you can message them. You can see what goals they're working on. You can also basically like keep track of a streak. So every time that you access the app, you're gonna basically improve your streak. If I go here to the goals page, I'm able to, this is where I create my goals. So let's say, for example, that a goal is that I want to launch an app. I would create this goal. I can make it private or public. I can set then a weekly commitment for that goal. So how many hours per week that I'm actually going to allocate towards that goal. You can do that here. And then I'm gonna say 10, and then you set a target date. So I'm gonna set a target date for like September 11th, click continue, and then once you create the goal, you can share it. You can go back to the goal screen or you can create another goal. I'm gonna go back and you can see that that goal is now in my account. I want to launch an app. You can like it, you can save it, you can even comment on it. So I'm just gonna comment let's go, and I'm commenting on my own post, but basically like a social media for productivity and goal setting. So another interesting feature, and we're actually working on improving it right now, is the sessions feature. So if you go to the sessions screen here and you go to the plus up there, you can then set the amount of time that you want to focus and then select that goal. And then once you click start, it starts a focus session towards that goal. And right now we actually have some bugs that we need to work out. Aditya just asked which model is perfect for vibe coding. I would say that a lot of the models now are pretty good. You can't really miss with O3 or Claude Sonnet 4 is really good. Those two are typically the best. And this update that I made actually broke the functionality. So let's go back here and we want to do a revert. Yeah, we're gonna do a revert on that and then stop. And then we're actually gonna launch a new chat because really that was not working for us. We had just this UI here. I don't know what your thoughts all are, but I'm not a fan of this UI. You know, it looks good with the goal selection down here, but these buttons just kind of stand out to me as like big and ugly. You know, I don't know what you guys think, but to me, not a big fan. Not a big fan. So let's think through how we want to improve the UI with that. All right. All right. If you're watching the stream and you haven't liked or subscribed yet, do that, because we're going to be doing this for a lot of days in a row. I think that we'll be able to launch the app in about 2 weeks, but this is going to be a journey, that's for sure. And I think that if you're watching along, you'll be able to learn a lot, especially if you're active in the chat and ask good questions. Let's see how it's doing. Oh wow, that looks bad. I mean, it made it bigger, but it also, you can see, messed this up for sure. Somebody was just spamming hundreds in the chat. Hey, spam hundreds in the chat. Spam the chat. Hundreds. We need hundreds in the chat. Okay, those controls are, I like that idea better. Yeah, I like, no, this is much better. So really what I was looking at those buttons, and I just was not a fan of the button, and I didn't know exactly what I wanted, but this is much better. There's a couple issues with it, like for example, I'm gonna make the cancel session be a red X button and place it in between the pause and complete. That's going to kind of bring it down a little bit. That's going to solve one issue. Now the issue that I'm looking at is, like, if you look at the timer area, I don't really like how it's overlapping right like that. The goal selection area is way too big now with these buttons. So what we're going to do is we're going to move that cancel session kind of to the center there, and that's going to move everything down a little bit, which will be good. Yeah, that's much better. All right, how's the stream doing? Let's check in. We've got 8 viewers on YouTube, 1 viewer on Twitch, and 4 viewers on X. If you're watching the stream right now and you still have not liked the stream or subscribed, do so now because we're trying to build the community. All right, that's looking a lot better. Much cleaner. We got to fix the black borders, but that is looking a lot cleaner than it did initially. That's pretty cool. No, 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 no. Wait, can I click this here? Okay. Did a couple things I liked, did a couple things that I didn't like. If you're vibing with me, if you're enjoying the stream, throw a like on the stream, subscribe to BridgeMind. We're gonna have a big night stream tonight. And this weekend, we're gonna have a crazy Lake Michigan edition stream. It's gonna be nuts. We're also, the night stream tonight's gonna be crazy because I think we'll actually be submitting the app for review tonight. I think we'll be able to get that far. Okay, this does look a lot better. Yeah, this looks much better. All right, let's deploy the new UI. Because that is such an improvement. This is a pretty decent focus timer. If you're in the stream, introduce yourself and what are your thoughts on the app? Bobby says, this is so pathetic. Bobby, my first hater, man. Appreciate it. Shout out to the first hater of the stream. What do you think is pathetic, the vibe coding or the app? If you're gonna hate, you're gonna have to be specific, man. Come on. What's on your mind? Or are you just gonna drop the hate and stream and dip? Render session or render success model is giving us some issues. Vimal, what's up, man? Vimal asked, I hope I'm not butchering your name. He asked, which agent is this? This is Cursor. So for those of you, just to answer your question, but for any of you that don't understand or are not familiar with Cursor, Cursor is an IDE similar to VS Code that has its own AI agent built into it. So down here you can toggle two different modes, agent or ask, and then you can actually select whatever AI model that you want to use for that request. So I can select Claude 4 Sonnet 3.5, O3, Gemini 2.5, and even Grok. So it's pretty nice. And we've built this entire app using Cursor. If you're watching the stream and you still haven't liked or subscribed yet, do that, because we're going to be doing another night stream tonight, and it's going to be crazy. We've got some really good features that we're going to be building tonight, and then also we're going to be doing a stream in Michigan over the weekend, so we're going to be going pretty crazy. We have a special guest, one of the best programmers I know. His name is NS. That's what I call him, at least. He's a great programmer, and he's going to be on stream. We're going to be going crazy. Vimal, he asked, am I a mobile app developer, or this is just a fun app? So this is actually going to be on the App Store. This is going to be launched here probably in the next week or two, and we're going to put some marketing dollars behind it and see how it performs. be back. I'm gonna go to the restroom. Looks like OpenAI is releasing ChatGPT GPT-5 tomorrow.
Says he does. This afternoon when we were over by their house.
I told you, Jim, leave those poor people alone. I want you to stay away from their house and stop tormenting them.
Perfect. All right, I'm gonna shut down the stream because we've got other stuff that we're gonna work on tonight. So appreciate y'all tuning in. We made a decent amount of progress on some UI features and the feed features. Specifically, definitely the biggest thing that we did is this page. We totally remodeled it. If you go back to the start of this video and comb through it and find the places where we were just starting, this looked completely different, and now this focus screen looks great. So huge win to be able to build this. And in tonight's stream, we're going to be working on some other features as well. And I think tonight's stream